What's going on, amazing people? I hope that you guys are doing well. I know it's kind of late for you on tonight, and a lot of you have to get ready to go in tomorrow. So I won't hold you guys long, but I really wanted to get on tonight and share with you guys because this, I believe, will help you not only just in your personal life, but in business as well. If you've been rocking with me, you know I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for rocking with me the way that you do. If you are new, welcome. You welcome once, twice, three times. You are welcome, honey. And if you are watching a replay, simply type the word replay in the comment bar. But right now, we are live and in color. So I want to welcome each and every one of you here for this Soul Food Sunday. Hey, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. I want to welcome y'all here. How was my day? My day was pretty good. My day was all right. My day was all right. Thanks for asking. What's up to everybody who's popping on, guys? Um, Look, we're going to get right into it because, hey, I already know that it's late for some of y'all. Hey, y'all. I don't want to start calling names because I'm going to miss somebody. But what's going on, Steve? Man, Fort Wayne, Indiana was good to us. You hear me? Hey to everybody who is coming on. I appreciate you. I had somebody wanting me to come and help them on a project in Indiana. And I was like, ooh, I feel like ice up there. What up, though? Hey, 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 hey. Hey, y'all. You caught me live. You did. I'm glad you did. What's going on, Kiana? See, I said I wasn't going to start saying people names and stuff. But if I don't mention your name, it's not because I'm ignoring you. You know, it's 50-11 of y'all on here. So, you know, what the older folks used to say, charge it to my head, not my heart, right? So, guys, I missed out on a lot of stuff simply because I didn't ask the right questions, right? Latavia said, long hair, don't care. Yeah, I brought Ronnie here with y'all today. This is Ronnie. This right here, this Ronnie. She came to greet you guys on today. I didn't ask the right questions. And when I say I didn't ask the right questions, it was mostly because I didn't ask the right people. I didn't ask the right people, right? She said, you said this gold sweater is nice. Girl, it used to be a sweater dress, but the way that this body set up and I messed around and put it in the dryer, it's showing up just a sweater now. Yeah, I'm going to need to wear some pants with it. I'm going to need to wear some pants with it, baby, because I went today and I had to walk, calling myself walking through this place, getting the way I was going. That man said, good God Almighty. I said, yeah. Anytime you call on the Lord after you see a sweater walk past you, you need to go ahead and put some pants on with it. You need to go ahead and put some pants on with it. Oh my. But guys, listen, I put up a post earlier today and I was asking, I said, look, I got a confession. I would literally feel nauseated. Real talk. I would feel nauseated. My hands would start sweating. My underarms start sweating. I get so nervous whenever I had to muster up the strength to ask somebody for something. Whenever I have to ask somebody for something, or either whenever I needed to, you know, go to somebody for a thing. What you say, cover up? Girl, I don't know how much more cover you can do with a sweater. I'm covered. I just got something under the covers. But I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it made me feel. I didn't like having to do it. But I realized this. It triggered me from the time that when I was in a vulnerable place in my life and I would have to ask for something, I needed something, and you have to go through, you know, the book of 50 Cent. You got to answer the 21 questions. All to get to the last question and somebody tell you no. They got all your business. You done put all your business out there and they told you no. Or either you go and you don't ask anybody for anything anyway. Then you go to them for the first time to ask for something. And then in their head, they was like, You just came to me because you needed something, right? True. Because you don't usually need anything and you've been rocking things, right? Then it took me back mentally to that place. And because I went to that place mentally, the emotions that went along with it, they showed back up. So although I'm not in that place that I was in back then, mentally, I recognized that I still was. I was like, I didn't even realize that I felt that way. But it was not until I needed to ask somebody for something, or I needed to ask somebody to show me something, whatever the case may be, right? So then I made up in my mind, I ain't asking nobody for jack. If you are right now feeling this way or have felt this way before I ask somebody for something, I'll be put out. Dad can come get my car, and I'll be eating wish sandwiches, honey. I wish some meat was between the bread. I'm just going to be eating bread, fold it together, and put ketchup and mustard in it. Baby, I got a whole ketchup and mustard sandwich. I'm not asking nobody for diddly squat. I ain't fooling with nobody. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. If you have ever felt that way, or either you may be feeling that way right now, put me in the comment bar. Y'all know I'm about to get you though, but go ahead and put me in here. They was like, yes. Am I on Bigo? I don't know what it is, honey. Bigo, B-I-G-O. Tans, Google that right quick for me. What is Bigo? Babe, did you do it? You doing it now? Big. Hey, everybody saying me. Baby, I feel like we on the choir. Me. Hey. All the time for you. I know. Now, y'all know I'm coming to you because I love you. And you know I got to give you a different perspective. And you know I got to help you with your stinking thinking. Okay? All right? Are y'all ready? If you ready and I can say what I need to say, somebody tell me yes, because you know I asked for permission, because I ain't going to force nothing on you. Somebody put yes in the comment bar. Oh, guys, listen. I want you guys to make sure that you get a ticket to come and support me on Saturday. If you cannot come in person, it's okay. It's in Columbia, South Carolina. If you can't come in person, it's okay. But get your virtual ticket. Get your virtual ticket. Denise said Bigo is a predator site. What in the world? What is y'all doing on Bigo, child? What is that? It's just like this and you can go live. Somebody else just told me predators on there. My goodness. So, listen, I want y'all to make sure that y'all do. If you are on Instagram, click the link in my bio and you able to go and get a ticket that way. If you're not, let me go ahead and put the link here. I see it, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. So thank you, sir. I'm going to go ahead and I pinned the link at the bottom. Guys, I really want you to go and get your ticket. I want you guys to really show up for me. They have a goal that they want to reach for online tickets and, of course, for in-house tickets as well, because you can't sell many tickets in-house because it's socially distanced. But I want you guys to show up so it will show that I have the support, because it doesn't matter how many followers you have if they're not engaged. It doesn't matter how many people support you if whenever you need them to come and show up and show out for you, then that it just won't, right? And I won't get it if I don't ask. Y'all see how I just set y'all up? It's an app that you can become a host. Baby, I thought you said a hoe. I was going to say, I ain't that type of woman. My God. You can become a host and make money to entertain people. I think you will do amazing. You can make anywhere from $300,000 to $24,000 a month. Now, when you say become a host and entertain, that don't sound godly. What kind of entertaining we doing? What kind of entertaining we doing, sis? They gonna want to see the sweater coming to them, or they want to see the sweater from the back? I don't know. My God. But check it out, right? So I set y'all up with it. I really do want y'all to get a ticket. I really do. I want y'all to come and support me and all that good stuff. But what I'm saying is this, baby, you cannot have the mindset that you're not going to ask anybody for anything and expect to grow. Uh-oh. Thank you for whoever giving me them stars. You cannot have the mindset that you're not going to ask anybody for anything and expect to grow. Period. Listen to me. He said he gives seed to the sower. He gives seed to the sower. So if you, my friend, you have the seed and you're going to go through and you're going to sow in different places, what does that mean? It means you have to give, right? A lot of times, people don't even know how amazing you are because you won't open your mouth to let them know what it is you do, how you serve people, and all of this other stuff. They don't know. They don't know. Because remember, you ain't asking nobody for nothing. And that's how you said it. And when you don't ask nobody for nothing, 9 times out of 10, neither will you allow people in your circle to allow them to know how amazing you are. There's some brilliance behind that bitterness. I'm going to say it again. There is some brilliance behind that bitterness. Okay. Terrence and I had this, we got this opportunity, right? And they was like, hey, we need for you to have 40 grand in this area right here. Well, we had money in other areas. We ain't got it. We ain't have it right there. Why is y'all looking over there? Look over here. Y'all doing too much. But that was their requirements. Now, in my mind, I'm like, I know good and well, I ain't got nobody I can ask for no 5 or 6 grand just off the muscle. Now, I might be able to go to 100 people, you know, and be like, hey, you got about, I gotta stretch my number because I don't know 100 people I can get $500 from because that'll be 5,000. Baby, I got 5 on it. I got a lot of them. You understand? I got a lot of them. They even will go to 20. You can get this whole dub, Nikita. We love you, girl. Here. And don't even worry about giving it back. What's your cash out, huh? You understand? So I might even be able to get that. But 5 grand though, be like, hey, sis, hey, bro, look, I need about 5 grand, about 5, 6 grand for about 3 months, and I'm gonna give it back to you. They don't. What happened? You need what now? You need to do what? You need a tax return. You said you need a tax return. You need dependents. That's what you said. Like, that conversation is going to go over their head because they're going to be like, oh, you know, when you ask somebody for something, and then they act like they just stomp their toe, you like, hey, I need a big face. I need such and such. Then they be like, ooh. I don't know whether you hit your toe or if you got a boo-boo. I don't know what it is, but the sound effects. Right? So then at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you're going to have the ones knowing good and well they lying. Golly, man, you would ask me that right now. Had you came to me last week, I'd have had it. I clap, oh Lord, I would have had it for you. Now, I ain't got no 5, 6 grand, but I got 75 on it. That's going to help you. I got 75 on you. Now, I ain't going to be able to wait no 3 months to get it back now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to at least need that by next Friday. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. If those are the people you have in your corner, because you know they got you. You know you ain't got to worry about being hungry because they can put a couple of days worth of grocery in your house. You ain't got to worry about you running out of gas because they can at least get you 30 on pump 2. And you know you ain't gonna get the whole 30, you're gonna get 25 so you can get a snack and something to drink. I already know how you roll, don't play. I ain't always been where I am, baby, please. Think I won't get $27.50 in gas because I'm finna go on and get this little quarter cake and this good old choice drink. Thank you. You understand? But I realized something. I would not have been in this predicament. I would not have had the issues that we ended up coming up on had I asked the right question to the right person when I had an opportunity. I was in rooms with people who would have, that wouldn't have been nothing to them. But because I remembered the way that I felt when I had to go and ask somebody for something, I kept my mouth closed. I didn't even let them know what I was working on. I didn't let them know what I was trying to do. I didn't let them know what I was building on. And those people in that room were people who have already done it. Probably could have told me a different way to go about it, so I wouldn't even came up to that roadblock. I wouldn't even came up to that roadblock. But then we get so caught up on the way that somebody did us that we don't give the right people opportunities to come into our space. We don't allow ourselves to have the type of dialogue that's necessary to be able to network with the type of people who can even let us know where we can go or who we need to talk to. Everything won't be financial. Everything won't be a financial exchange. Some people, they have the connection. Let me get that. Some people do have the finances. Appreciate it. Some people have the credit. That's amazing. Some people have opportunities. Some people have other resources. Some people flat out have the knowledge. But because you ain't asking nobody for nothing, the main nobody that you're going to or that you're overlooking will be the somebody he put in place to help you. I'm not talking about you going to that family member, you going to that friend, or you going to somebody you know they can't hold water. You know they can't hold water. As my grandma would say, you know they don't mean you know never mind. I'm not talking about going to talk to them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that you know for sure, like they have the answer. So maybe you won't go in there because you got to have a relationship with somebody to be able to go in there talking about let me hold something. Come on, let's be realistic. But at the same time, you'll be surprised at how open and how willing somebody is to give you the information that you need, to turn you on to a connection that you need, to be able to give you a resource, to be able to point you in the right direction. You could be going the wrong way all of this time with your little happy behind. You just going, you getting it. I don't need nobody for nothing. Ooh. And you about to hit a dead end. Then your pride is up here. Your pride up here. And you too embarrassed to ask somebody, how can I get turned around and go back the right way? Your pride is up here. You already know you don't need to be driving the car that you're driving right now. It's your dream car, but you've been living a nightmare every time you get in it. Okay? You don't even have insurance on it. Your tag's just good. Your insurance card with the dates, they popping, but if they mess around and call them folk, if they mess around and get somebody on the phone, it's like, this is Jake from State Farm. If Jake answers that phone, you going to jail. If Jake answers the phone, my God, you going to jail. You better go ahead and switch to Nationwide. They on your side. You gonna need to be talking to somebody else. Why? Because you ain't insured. You ain't insured, Sugarfoot, because you can't afford for it to be insured. It is not because you don't deserve it, but right now just may not be the opportune time. Yeah, like a voicemail. Sorry you reached me at an inopportune time. Baby, it's okay. Yeah, you may need a car to get to where you're going, but it does not have to be babe, what's them expensive cars? It It doesn't have to be a Rolls Royce. That sounds like a robe anyway. It sounds like I just took a good shower and put on a Rolls Royce. That's what it sounds like. You don't have to drive that to get there. You can be in this nice, amazing Honda Accord. That Honda Accord is amazing. Get you one in black. They real sleek. Huh? They even got the seats that warm you up and everything. Baby, I never forget. I gave my grandma a ride and I forgot that I had them heated seats on. She told me that she might need to go to the doctor because she felt like she was brewing up an infection. Brewing up an infection? From where? That ain't your business, but I'm telling you, I'm warm. You ain't warm, is you, Ma? I said, oh, I'm sorry, baby. That's the seats. Because I'm fancy. That's the seats. Oh, you need to shut them things off. I thought something was going on with me. Yeah, she was about to get an antibiotic because the car was like that. You understand? All right? You don't have, yeah, you got to go to where you're going. You're going to go to this nice meeting and you're going to do all of these things. Baby, but you don't have to have on red bottoms to walk down the hall. If you don't get you some comfortable shoes that still look nice, though, they got to look nice, and just make sure they match. You'll be able to get you some. And whenever you're able to get them, you'll be able to appreciate them because you'll be able to afford them. Now, I'm going to keep it all the way real. Sometimes, depending on the industry that you're in, where you're going, what you're doing, and all that stuff, I know image is huge, guys. I know that. I mean, at the end of the day, I got a pair of red bottoms. And I know why they call them bloody shoes, because I felt like my foot needed to be amputated whenever I took them off. My body was weary. They are the most uncomfortable shoe. Very uncomfortable. I messed around and found something that was real comfortable. And I got excited. But guess what? Baby, them shoes be in rotation. My friends, sis, look, I got this important meeting. I got to do this. I got to do, baby, them community shoes. I tell you, put one of them things in the bottom because I ain't want to be swapping foot funk. That's what I'm not doing. And plus, you a girl. Your feet shouldn't stink, okay? Your feet shouldn't stink now. You can wear these. You wear these with your little outfit, take you a picture, keep your foot up so people know you're bleeding on your soles, huh? Let them know that the blood, hey, is following you. And then bring them on back now. Don't get happy and just go to extra places. Take them off when you get in the car and put on the shoes you came to my house with. It's an illusion, baby. It's an illusion. There's nobody on the green earth that has it all together. There's nobody who has been successful that has not lost something. There's nobody who have reached to the top and they say, well, I did it. I got it out of the mud. I did it by myself. I did it without nobody's help. It's a lie from the pits of hell. It's impossible because he didn't even create us to get all the way to the top by ourselves. Check it out. Even if you may not have had the assistance of somebody else, you had to ask somebody along the way a question, directions, for an answer. You had to do that. So guess what? You still didn't do it by yourself because had that person not been in the pathway, had that person not been in alignment with whatever you were doing, you may have been led astray. You wouldn't have gotten your answer. I don't even care if, oh, I read books, I watched videos, I listened to audios. Thank you for letting me know that you had an additional guide. You still didn't do it by yourself because it was the information in the book that assisted you. It was that audio that you listened to that helped to guide you. It was that video that you watched that gave you that demonstration. So at the end of the day, listen to me, baby. Nobody does it alone. Stop being caught up in that whole I ain't asking nobody for nothing mess. I asked somebody today for something. It sent me to the bathroom. I said, oh my God, I do not want to ask nobody for, and then I was like, you know what? But what can it hurt? The worst that can happen is you tell me no. You tell me no, boom. I know, hey, you couldn't do it. All is well. Let me try to figure something else out. And then, hey, I already gave it to him. But at the same time, faith without works is dead. I have the faith that he gonna do it. But what if The work that I'm supposed to do and put in action is to have the conversation with somebody or to open my mouth to ask somebody, and then he works that thing out in my favor. What if that person can't do it, but they're like, you know what, I can't do it, sis, but I know somebody who can. I don't know, sis, but I know somebody that can help you. You understand? So at the end of the day, I want you guys to think about this thing differently. Instead of you getting caught up with having to ask somebody something because somebody done made you hotter than fish grease, that's why you don't want to ask, because the way you felt. Remember I told y'all the way I felt, years ago. Whenever I even think about asking or whatever, I still get like that feeling, it's not comfortable. It's not, right? But if you surround yourself with people, if you change your environment, if you change your mindset and your thought process, I promise you, the thing that you desire also desires you. He said, ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door be open. Y'all ain't trying to knock on nothing. You ain't trying to ask for nothing. And you wonder why you end up with nothing. Because that's what you wanted. You got what you wanted. You said what you weren't going to do. You didn't do it. Voila. Magic. And as my daughter would say, and that's that on that. Thank you for them stars. But that's what I went through today. And I said, you know what? Let me share that with my people, because y'all, you may not know, but I am an emotional creature. But I don't act out of emotion. That's the difference. Some of y'all get real emotional, then you respond and you act up and you act out and you do all of that kind of stuff, and that's where you mess up at. When I say I'm emotional, it means like I can feel people. I will empathize with you. I cried my lashes right on off. Y'all seen and got my little lashes on, right? Baby, right on off. And I felt so much better because I didn't need nothing holding me back. I didn't need no bound. Baby, they had me bound. Because you can't cry right whenever you're doing you patting. No, I need to be able to go like this. I need to be able to do that. I did this one time. Baby, that lash came down here. I thought a spider was on me. I almost ripped this whole side of my face off. Open your mouth, good people. Number one, let people know how amazing you are. If you are in an environment where you can add value to somebody, and you might be an entrepreneur, a small business owner, you might be looking for a certain opportunity, whatever it is, but you sit up there with your mouth closed like you slow or something, and you can't talk and all this other kind of stuff. Right? Nicole, what you talking about? The book of Colossians tell us to behave as Christians. What you talking about, honey? What they got to do with anything? What they got to do with anything, sure, with what we talking about? Thank you so much. This really helped me. You welcome so much. My wife said that she can picture you doing that. She can picture me doing it. Baby, listen. Cute without the lash. You always so sweet to me though, Miss Rhonda. I can come on here with my Florida Evans afro. You be like, Nikita, I like that natural look. You so sweet to me. Can I ask you a simple question maybe too? You just asked one right there. You took up one. Go ahead, girl. Ask me. Ask me a question. I'll answer. Yvette opened up Q&A. Y'all, if you got a question, go ahead and ask me. I'll answer it for you. If it's some of your business, I'll answer. Some people ask stuff, and I'll be like, did they just ask me that? You don't know who raised people, so. That's right, Elaine. Don't ever stop. IG, y'all good? I'm glad y'all popped up on me. And y'all rocking with me. I appreciate you. How do you overcome being burned out on serving people? You be mindful on the people that you're serving. It's a difference between serving and being taken advantage of. Being a servant doesn't mean slave. That's how you do it, my friend. Advice for early 20s, ask a complete question, baby. What advice can you give an introverted business person on stepping out of the box? The advice I give to a person that is an introvert is to first stop calling yourself an introvert. Whatever he said, he want to give us a type of blessings where they press down and running over. Anything that's running over has to come out, right? So because he want to bless you in an outward type way, I want you to think about what is it that you want people to see and know about you or your product or service. Once you identify that, then is it something that you're going to be the voice of, or is it something you're going to hire somebody else to be the voice of, right? But I want to tell you this, nobody can tell your brand story or give your brand message the way that the original maker can do it. Nobody can. So the advice that I give to you to step out of the box is to first stand up. Because you asking this question sitting down in the box like, oh, Lord, I ain't trying to do nothing, right? You want to, the first thing, stand up. What does that mean? You have to become visible. How do I become visible? Start talking about it more on social media. Start mentioning more about it. You can do a blog. Whatever it is you want to do, you have to do it to be able to get that information out there to the people. And you already know, y'all know I'm going to tell you, do a short video. If you're scared to do a live, do a video, then post a video. Y'all, videos convert at an 80% rate. Way better than anything else. Even if you're selling something, a video is going to convert better. Right? So identify what is it that you want your people to know about you. What problem do you solve? Who do you solve it for? Are you necessary? Right? Are you necessary to have that message, or do you need to hire people in to do it? Answer those questions for yourself first. You got a question, ask it. Is the tea on sale? Hey sis, I love you. I love you back. You right, Nicole. That is so true. That's so true. We must control our emotions even though we're emotional. Absolutely right. How much? No details. Yvette, what you talking about? How much? No details. I had the mindset I would eat water with a fork before asking anybody, but God had me relocate where I didn't know anybody and had to ask for that. There it is, period. A closed mouth never get fed. Nope. Unless you got a G-tube. Y'all know I'm a nurse. If you ain't in healthcare, that went right over your head. You been enslaving British? You don't have to, baby. And there's nothing in the word to tell us we have to. You welcome, Marcus. Don't be letting people take advantage of you. Don't you do it. Don't you let people take advantage of you. And don't be letting these loose women take advantage of you either. Be making you feel bad and stuff, and then you be talking about something, well, you know, the Lord put on my heart. No. No, absolutely. The Lord did not put Cash App on your heart. You tell that heifer she got to get her mind together and stop taking advantage of you. I want you to go to your Cash App, click her picture, and see all of the different ones that you done sent her. Just lying because her mouth will move. I don't know where that came from, but I just wanted to share that. Can you be my mentor? It's always a possibility. I got a friend invite from someone portraying to be you. Their page have all your videos. Their page ain't got all my videos. Their page got about 2 of my videos. They misspelled my name and put 2 eyes in it. And the rest of the pictures is an Indian woman. Okay? It's not me. And I don't tell people that they won prizes and stuff. It's an imposter. I hate that they doing that. I hate that they doing that. It's not me, Suge. What if I don't know the questions that I need to ask in order to get the help I need? I know what I want to do. I just don't know the process. If you know what you want to do, you know what you need to ask. Hey, I want to do such and such. Do you know how I can get started? See how easy that was? Ask Uncle Google. Go and ask your Uncle Google that question right there. When you get these 11 different answers and you get to get that foundational stuff and be able to get some baseline information, then you will better know what questions you need to ask. If you can tell me what you want to do, but you don't know no questions you need to ask about it, it's because you hadn't did your research, baby. How do you keep trying to avoid dramatic neighbors and their kids? Move. But if you're in a situation where you can't, you trying to avoid them. Avoid them how, sis? Oh, sorry, it is, sis, ain't it? Yeah. Avoid them how? Hey, Connie, I've been thinking about you a lot. I bet you said, well, call me then. But I have been thinking about you. I love you, Keita. I love you back. Y'all giving me all this love. I appreciate y'all. I crochet and I have so many people want something for free. That's because you've done so many people for free. The word no is a complete sentence. You're not doing it for free no more. Nah, I ain't doing it for free no more. But you know, I'm still cheaper than the ones around here that's charging for it. So I do it for X, Y, and Z. See how easy that was? Y'all better quit letting people take advantage of y'all. You ready for the comedy show? I'm ready for it too. The projects you're working on. Yvette, quit asking me half sentences, baby. Write the whole sentence out. What advice would you give someone in their 20s to help with direction in life? Oh, you know what advice I would give somebody in their 20s? I would give you the advice to follow your dream. I would tell you to only be around positive people. And if you're in a situation where you live in a house where you're surrounded by negativity, make sure that you listen to positive things. Positive podcasts, positive videos, positive music, like trainings, reading books, whatever that thing is. Make up in your mind, this is what I desire to do. Learn as much as you can about that thing and then identify at least 5 people who are doing it successfully that you can model yourself after. That's what I would tell you. Don't let fear drive you. Don't let fear drive you. You a nurse too, Nia. Hey, girl. Taisha, quit playing. Hey, Avia. Hey, baby. You receiving lots of fake page requests. I know. How do I ask a family member if they messing with my spouse? How do you ask a family member if they messing with your... Lord, my blood pressure just went up. Just like you asked me. Hey, you messing with... Are you and Tyrone messing around? First of all, ask Tyrone. Tyrone, is you hunching my cousin?
Don't have me like y'all.
And then they gonna tell you whatever they tell you. You know the person you with. You'll be able to read whatever they have going on. And if you read the chapter and they got you feeling some kind of way, then you know what? I asked Tyrone if y'all had something going on, and the way he answered didn't settle with me. So I'm coming to you. Shirley, this is Barbara. Barbara, this is Shirley. This is both of them. They don't eat all of it. Nuh-uh. Don't play with me. Okay, try it. That's what you do. Tell me, I don't know how you're going to come at me, or if you're going to come out of bag.
Why you didn't get you one?
Because I wasn't going to. I wasn't finna pay that for no two. That's stupid. And you don't need all that, no way. Real talk. That's what you need to ask. Woman to woman. Yes.
You want a lot of love.
I won't have.
No, you can't get half. No.
Ungrateful,
I can't
bruh.
get half. I get a third.
That's good information, Nicole. I think that's a good strategy. I think that's a great strategy. Yvette, I still don't know what you asking me, baby. That's what I'm saying. What we saying over here on IG, in relation to what you were talking about tonight as far as asking the right questions, definitely asking God for what is you want. I always feel like the dream I desire is too much to ask God for. Ashley, girl, you feel like the dream you want is too much to ask the person that owns everything, sis? Come on, baby, change your thinking. He got all of it. That we learned that even when we was little kids. He's got the whole world in his hand. Huh? He got the whole world in his hand. I'm trying to make sure. It's okay, Yvette. When me and Terrence coming to Phoenix? I don't know.
You never been.
We've never been. You just got your ticket. Thank you, Sugarfoot. Hey, Ray Ray. This live was a blessing to me. Well, I'm glad. I hope I ain't missed nobody. I'm just going to scroll up. These things just keep on. You can't really want it if you don't ask God first. I don't agree with that. Everybody got a different walk. Everybody got a different relationship. Some people don't think of things the same way. Some people weren't raised the same way. So I don't subscribe to that. If we come to finish you in, hey, how do you find yourself in the purpose God has for your life? This is what I tell people to ask me stuff like that. Okay? First of all, people always say, you know, I'm trying to find myself, or I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. You will never find that on the outside of you. That's number one. You will never find it on the outside of you. The second thing is this. When you have something, you must not like it. When you have something that's going on, see, that's what I'm talking about. When you don't like something, then you willing to share. No. But if it was real good, you'd be like, oh, babe, I forgot you wanted something.
No, I won't do that. I know you want to have.
Yes, you would. You want to say hey to the people? He said he don't want to say hey to y'all.
I didn't see that.
Boy, a lot don't care who tell it. So anyway, let me finish helping you, sis, because...
What's going on, family? How y'all doing tonight? I'm getting that gray. I gotta get that Beijing then.
You fine. You brought attention to it. Ain't nobody said nothing about it. I like it.
That jet black gonna get me right on in there.
Ain't nobody want you spray painting yourself, messing up the pillowcases.
I'm gonna use some dye.
Gonna be spray painting yourself, honey. They say, hey, Uncle Terrence.
What's going on, family?
So let me finish. They said, hey, brother-in-law. Hey, Mr. Terrence. They said,
going
hello, King. Hey, don't start no messy bit, because I'm not finna be calling him that. Honey, I'm telling
Big Daddy.
I wish I would.
You know what you call me.
I don't call you that. I can tell you that.
Big Daddy.
Yeah. A lot don't care who tell me. I got one father. Well, I got two. I got one that sits high, look low, and I got one that was with my mother. Huh? Them the only daddies I got.
And you call me Big Daddy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the big joker.
Oh, yeah, you a big joker, all right. You must have had a dream. away from me, Terrence. You ain't been feeding me no darn cheesecake. And I don't want that, Terrence, I'm trying to hope somebody.
What you don't want?
She want to know something important, and you over here. I just told you tell people, hey, they told me something. Tell your big daddy. Hey. So sis, listen, before he come with it, see, that's what I'm telling y'all. Distractions is always around. And close it up, Terrence, because you just over there just doing stuff.
I'm gonna let you get it, babe.
Yeah, you need that, and they charge too much for that anyway. $10 for a piece of darn cake, and it wasn't even good. I want my blood sugar to go up if it's gonna cost us $10.
I said, got me a carrot cake.
So listen, y'all. When you're looking for your purpose, right? You're looking for and you're trying to figure yourself out. You won't find it on the outside of you. You're going to find it on the inside of you. That thing that you really, really desire to do. I don't know what I like to do. Yes, you do. You know what you like to do. You know what your heart is pulled to. You know what makes you smile. You know that thing that you feel drawn to. You know those things, baby. Those things are tied directly to your purpose. Now, because I am a believer, it is my belief that everybody's purpose is to win souls for Christ. That's my belief, okay? And because that is everybody's purpose who are believers in Christ-like, he will use our gifts, our abilities, our talents, and our skills to bring us closer to the people that we are called to change. And by us allowing ourselves to operate in those gifts, those abilities, those talents, and those skills, our purpose will be intertwined in it. You feel what I'm saying? Your purpose can be being a hairstylist. And they be like, she is amazing, or he really knows what he's doing. But whenever you get that person in a chair that's going through something, whenever that person is in your chair that need a listening ear or want you to talk to them or whatever the case may be, you are operating in your purpose at that moment. We just have this fictitious thing that in order to operate in your purpose, you got to be on a stage somewhere, or you got to be on TV, or you got to be in a limelight, or you got to be this, or you got to be the great I am, you got to be a CEO, you got to do it. No. You can be a housekeeper and be operating in your purpose. It's really that simple. A doorkeeper. My God. It's really that simple. And because you know that you are somebody, whether you have on a name badge or not, because you know you are somebody, whether they call to that job and you have a direct extension or not, because you know that you are somebody, whether you got to go and pick up a check with somebody else signature at the bottom or not, you know and you understand that we are all the same to him. We are nothing but filthy rags. I don't care if your rag do have a label on it. Let me go to the next question, honey. I start getting excited when I start thinking about that kind of stuff. I really do. The part that messes us up is because life happens. Different things happen. Some of us have been through trauma. Some of us have been through some bad stuff. And then we start doubting ourselves. We start feeling some kind of way. We start thinking that, well, this is not for me, or this is not what he would have for me, and I'm not good enough, and I'm not this, and I'm not that, and all that other kind of stuff. And that's not what it is. The enemy wants you to feel that way. Philanda, I agree with you. That's good right there. I agree with you. Right, sis? That life happens. Y'all don't think he understands that stuff happens? You don't think that he understands that bad decisions are going to be made? Why do you think forgiveness exists? Come on. Forgiveness don't exist for the perfect person. Nikita, what if there's a guy that really genuinely loves and respects you, and you both connect with each other and enjoy one another and have great chemistry, but the only thing he lacks is security because he's on disability and she's afraid to take the relationship to another level because he is financially unable to give her the security that she needs? What should she do? Crystal, I'm going to just give it from me. I feel like everybody should be secure within themselves. I don't think that you should look for another person to pick up your slack. I don't think that you should look at another person to be that security blanket for you, because if something was to happen to that person, if something was to happen and that blanket is removed and you're left uncovered, then what do you do? You feel what I'm saying? So, and let's be all the way real. Just because you get a disability check does not mean that you are disabled. Are there other things that he desires to do? Is it something that he's great at? Is it something, because if they fall in love, they got chemistry, they got this and they got that, 9 times out of 10, they hunching. So you ain't that disabled. You might be disabled to a certain extent, but there's other things that can happen. There's other things that can pop off. There's other things that you can do. Whatever you desire desires you too. That's what I have to say on that. I'm trying not to miss y'all stuff. Thank y'all for those stars. I appreciate y'all. Absolutely, Tiffany. That's right, Linda. And I can see though, guys, how a person can feel like, they don't want to have a burden on them, and they know it going in, and they may not be willing to, accept that for the long haul, and that's her right. That's her prerogative. Y'all good? You said you've been staying in your home for 11 years and your neighbors, they is drama, and you and your kids, y'all not that tight. Well, the Bible says resist the devil and he'll flee. I let somebody have a whole conversation with theyself without me even addressing it. Y'all good? Thank y'all for joining me. How long have I been married? 14 years. We've been married for 14 years. We shacked for a year and a half, so we've been together almost 16 years. Y'all good? Only because I don't know if I would be good steward over, no fault to God, but to me, I don't want to blow what God has for me. That does make sense, Ashley. And guess what? It's amazing that you're able to identify it. You know what I'm saying? So now you need to make sure that you are addressing the things that you have going on the inside of you that may make you feel like that you wouldn't do your best with it. You enjoyed the 30-day challenge? Awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Ashley. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I got you, Goodson. Come back to Pensacola. Child, I loved it there. I told Terrence I wanted to come to Florida before we ended the year. Do you believe dreams have a spiritual meaning? Some of them, yep. The man I fall in love with is Muslim, but he respect my belief. Do you feel we can... Bond, we plan on getting married. Well, if y'all plan on getting married, baby, don't let me be the one saying something. You going there talking about Nikita said, nope, I ain't finna do it. I ain't finna do it, and I know good and well I still eat a piece of pork chop. Who am I? Who am I, honey? Come to Tampa. Tans, we're gonna have to go to Florida. You writing your first book. Do I have any advice for you? First, congratulations. I think that's amazing that you're writing your book. I think that the advice that I would have to you about writing a book is make sure that the message is clear. Make sure that you're not redundant in what you write. Like, I don't want to read chapter 1, and when I get to chapter 5, I feel like I read chapter 1 again. Don't do that. Make sure that it goes seamlessly. That's what I would advise you to do. God has gifted me with patience. Ooh, I didn't have it before, Suge. Tell your big dad to pray you for Valentine's Day. Y'all don't let Terrence twist y'all up like that. He's a mess. You will tell the Baldwins to set it up. Tell them to set it up, girl. I love the way you explain things. Oh, thank you, honey. What's his Muslim name? Why? Why are we asking her what his Muslim name is? So look, Monica, I actually have a mentoring program that I'm going to be opening back up. So when I do, I definitely post it so you will see it, okay? It's a 90-day mentorship program. 90 days. You are a very phenomenal woman. Oh, thank you. Do you come to New York? I have been. I want to come. I want to go to that, to the comedy club, Caroline's, I think is what it's called. I want to go there. That's where I want to go. Where's the Apollo at, Terrence? And to the Apollo. Thank you, thank you. When Averill, you'll be one of the first ones to know. Sherry, you said you need answers. Answers to what? Put your question back in there, honey. But hurry up now, because I'm finna go to bed. Do you come to San Antonio? I have been to San Antonio. I sure have. Texas has been good to me. Florida has been good to me. DC has been good to me. Go to Baltimore. Maryland has been good to me. And Virginia. Harlem. Okay. Now, honey, I might have to come to the car and walk me in if I come to Harlem. I'll be watching too many movies. Come to North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. What part of North Carolina? I live in North Carolina. I'm waiting on y'all cousins' question. All clubs closed in New York now due to COVID. Oh, yeah, I know. I ain't trying to go to no club now. Mental program me, please. Oh, goodness. How is your health looking for the future? How is my health? Mine? My health is looking fine. I did go to the doctor. Y'all know I had to go and get checked up. I had to get the girls checked up, right? So I went there. Then they made me go to a follow-up because they seen something they ain't like. But that follow-up went well because the way that they work is if you didn't hear back from them, you good. If they leave you a message talking about get them a call, go ahead and call the people and tell them, those of you that know the words of prayer. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get that call, so I feel amazing. And then we got to go back in 10 days because they're going to reassess. So I'm staying positive. I'm staying positive. What if negative vibes are in your house and coming from your spouse and drug related? This is the thing I tell people. When you're dealing with somebody who has an addiction, there is no way you will ever be able to, you will not be able to rationalize with that. The only thing you're going to end up doing is either one or two things. You're either going to compromise or you're going to stand on what you believe to be true. One or the other. The problem is when we look at things that we stand to be true and we don't want to compromise, it makes us uncomfortable because that means we need to make a decision that we may not necessarily want to make. That's challenging. It's difficult. It really is, because that person's not themselves whenever they, under the influence. What you have to say about a man who lacked communication and liked to run? I would say that he running somewhere. So what he running for? And where is he running to? Sometimes people run and use it as an excuse. And then the place that they get to that they running to, they tell them all about it. I had to yoke my 12-year-old daughter up today. Any advice for a single mom? Keep the yoke strong. Period. But the other side though, mama, listen. Listen to your baby. Let her express herself. Even if you don't agree with what she say, you cannot tell a person how to feel. Okay? Let her express herself. Spend time with each other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, especially as parents, you talk at your child. You don't talk to your child. Right? And I had to learn this the hard way. Don't talk to your child in a way you wouldn't want your child talking to you. I know we are adults. I know you the mom. I know you call the shots. I know all of this other kind of stuff. I do understand. But at the end of the day, she's a girl. That baby is emotional. She's 12-year-old. She going through the whole puberty thing. She don't have all the answers. She gonna think you the meanest thing since whatever. She needs to know I'm your mama. But if you need me, I'm here to listen. You know what I'm saying? She came out, I accepted her, she still act out. She going through, baby, she going through some stuff. My daughter tried, she tried the poppy mouth and tried all that stuff. She even came out one time until she messed around and got a girl that was gay for real. And you know what I'm saying? She told her, this thing, it goes down. You understand? And when it got to the point where it was supposed to go down, my daughter then decided that she wanted to go up. Like, yeah, that I ain't gay no more. She was like that boy. I ain't gay no more. Oh, okay, yeah. But at the end of the day, just know your baby going through some stuff. So, be open-minded, listen to her. Because what you don't want is for her to go to somebody else and then feed her garbage. That's what you don't want. Yeah, girl, she went up. Don't get me started on that, honey. Are you excited about your show next week? Are you doing new material? I am excited, and I am doing new material. And I'm excited about it. I have an online beauty supply store. What are some suggestions do you have that'll help me be successful in business? You need to connect with other influencers, sis. So connect with people who do hair. And if your supply store has, just say you got a product of the week. If you don't have one, start having one. Have that product of the week. Make sure that you show up in different groups. Make sure that you show up on different people pages that you can add value to. Start answering questions about certain products. Say, for instance, you had a product that was a oil or a grease or a cream, whatever it is, right? And it helped with thinning hair, or it may help with people to help grow people edges back, right? So think about it like this. A lot is out now with the lace fronts, the hair that come with the forehead meat on it. A lot of people wear the lace fronts and stuff, but when they take that stuff off, they're not taking care of their edges. So their edges end up looking like this right here. So if you have a product that will help them protect their edges, you have a product that will help them to take care of their edges after they remove the lace front or whatever, then guess what? You talk about that product, and then you add, say for instance, you might have component XYZ in the product. Did you know that component XYZ helps to restore loss or thinning hair, that it is a great protection for your edges for those of you who may be wearing the lace fronts or whatever, you talk about it, right? And you told them about component XYZ, right? You educated them. Then guess what you're going to do? You're going to tell them this product has whatever percentage of that component in it, or this product has abundance of that in it, and that it can assist you with whatever it is. You feel what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with things with having anything that has to do with beauty supply stores, if it got to do with makeup, if it's got to do with hair, any of that kind of stuff, make sure that you are in the area where the people will need what you have, right? Sherry, you asked me how will your help be throughout the year? I don't know, baby. Sherry, you must think I'm a fortune teller or something, baby. I don't know. Let me do this. You inspire me to want to do clean comedy. Do it, sis. Do it. Do it. Do you have any suggestions on growing an online women clothing brand? Yep. My suggestion with growing an online women clothing brand is for you to be in front of the women who would like the clothes that you're selling. They need to also see the clothes on the body type of the person that you have it for. You can show somebody this sweater, right, on a hanger or on a picture, and it can look away. But when they put it on and they see the way it fit, they see the way it flows, and you're like, you know what? I really like that. But if your clothes is for thick and curvy women, then you don't need to be advertising to a bunch of slim women. No, Nikita, my clothes is for all types of women. Okay, that's cute, but you need to understand that whenever you serve everybody, you won't reach anybody. Not to say that you got to only serve just the slim women or thick and curvy women, but I am saying this, you have to have a type of style about what you serve. Like we already know, if you go to certain boutiques, you go in there for the club. You go to certain boutiques, you go in there if you're going to Revival. Other boutiques, you go in there for business attire. You see what I'm saying? So what's your theme? What is it that you want to do? What is it that people come to you for? What do you sell the most of? Because a lot of times we want to sell a little bit of everything, but if people not buying a little bit of everything, you identify what they buy from you the most and you rock with that. And you rock with it. Your Q&A is fine. Thank you, Shug. Let me see. Hey, what I just tell y'all, I know the power of asking questions, so that's why I don't mind answering people. I don't mind answering people. Now, when people ask me for a flat out strategy, I'm gonna send you an invoice. What advice would you give for marketing and growing my business? Well, it depends on what type of business you have, but the blanket and foundational advice with marketing and growing your business is identifying your target audience, knowing exactly who it is that you serve. Is it male? Is it female? What are their age range? What kind of money do they make? What kind of places do they frequent? What kind of places do they shop at? What kind of TV shows do they watch? Why? Because when you really get into marketing and you decide, you know what, I want to put some money behind this, I want to do Facebook ads. I want to do Instagram ads. You will have to identify these people by a prototype. You will need to know those questions I just asked you. You will need to know those answers so that you can be able to create that audience that you want to put your business or your services and your products in front of, right? So because of that, you need to have these questions answered. And then, guys, for all of y'all, make sure that you identify your influencers. I'm not talking about the ones with 50 million followers and all that stuff. Nah, it can be a local influencer. It can be an influencer that has like 100,000 to 500,000 followers or whatever. They can even have 40,000 if their audience is very engaged. But then you ask them, how much do you charge to do an ad? But this is what I want to tell you. You need to look at their pages, look at their audience, look at the dialogue, look at the content that they put on their pages, look at the type of questions and the responses, because what you do not want to do is just go and give your money to somebody because they have a big audience. If that audience would not be interested in what you have to provide, that is not an audience you need to be spending your money on, okay? You have an online medical scrub store. Awesome. So you know what you need to do? You need to join groups. You need to join groups that may be in the healthcare field. You need to make sure, I don't care if it's if they're, when you getting ready to do like marketing and put your stuff out there, baby, you make sure that you tag nurses. If there are people who are in groups that are nursing, that are healthcare, that anything that requires a scrub, it don't even have to be nursing. It can be a different type of profession in the healthcare field. You have to be connected to where those people are. And don't mess around and get somebody who is an influencer that is a nurse, or who is an influencer that will that'll mess around and put one of them bad boys on. You understand? So that's what you need to be able to identify. And yeah, you have a online store, but guess what? People who are in the healthcare field, their boots are on the ground. So you need to also look and see what areas around you have the different healthcare businesses. Maybe they have an agency. Maybe they have a home care business. Maybe they are assisted living, long-term care, whatever that is. You need to make connection. Guys, do not take away from the power of connectivity, the power of building relationships with people. Don't take away from it. It is huge. The person that answered the phone, build a relationship with that person. People like to overlook the receptionist, but baby, the receptionist is the one that directs the traffic. Okay? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I'm a new content creator. Recipes. Any advice? Yeah, if you do recipes, 9 times out of 10, you can cook too, right? You answer my question. Awesome. But you know what you need to do, baby? People love watching people cook. They love it. Get on there and let people come and engage with you. Let people ask you questions. Teach the people. All that good stuff. People love that. And Lord knows if you put a picture of some food on there, make sure it look good. The Soul Project. I like that name too. How can you teach your 16-year-old how to drive? Child, I call them people that did the driving classes and let them teach mine. Them and they daddy, they weren't finna tear my nerves up. I want to open my own online school. I've been in education for nearly 20 years. Well, do it then, baby. Do it. That's exactly what I'm doing. I can tell y'all that now. That's exactly what I'm doing, baby. Do you know anything about sciatic nerve pain? Yep. What can I do to get rid of the pain if you have an answer? Well, you got to remember that sciatic nerve pain can be caused by many different things. You got to find your underlying problem. You got to find your underlying problem. A lot of times it comes from chronic constipation. Some other times it can come from other nerve pain and things. You know what I'm saying? So that I would have to look at your medical record. See, over here, Love Jones says she need that scrub link because she a phlebotomist. How can I deal with trust issues? I hate feeling people are out to hurt me when they may not be. That's something you got to deal with on the inside of you. The first thing you got to do in order for you to get past feeling away or past feeling overwhelmed at the fact or the possibility that people are going to be out to get you and people going to be doing things to you, you gotta acknowledge that all people are not the same. You got to acknowledge that you are worth being treated with respect, and you are worth being treated the way that you desire to, and that there are people out there who desire to do right by you. If you got to have that mindset. If your mindset is that's how people are going to treat you badly, that's what you're going to receive. You're going to always feel that way. And stop fooling with people that make you feel that way. Not the ones you assuming, but the ones you know good and well they ain't hitting at a hill of beans. Am I a doctor? No, I'm a registered nurse. I'm so nervous to do a video so that people know the face behind the face of business. So nervous and unsure on how to start or what to say. Oh, Sugarfoot, you don't have to be nervous. Let me see up here. What kind of business you told me you did? Ooh, baby. You trying to market and grow your business. We got to get you out of that. I'm getting ready to do a 21-day challenge. Y'all need to make sure y'all join it. It's going to help y'all. I want to open up a resource centers for caregivers for the elderly that will help them with funding and planning for those who want to keep their loved ones home and still work outside the home. That's amazing, and it's needed. Oh, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, Sonya. So sorry to hear that. Bless your heart. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I know that that's hard. How and where to join. I'm going to share the link with y'all this week. Can I answer your question? I didn't see it. Put it back up there. I'm going to give y'all that. I'm just going ahead sowing seed and letting y'all know that it's going to be popping off. It's going to be popping off, baby. Are you going to post a challenge? I am going to post a challenge. This one that I'm doing, though, guys, it's a 21-day challenge. It's going to be $21. You know why I'm doing it for $21? Because it's 21 days. But not only that, because I do know that when people invest in things, they respect it more. People don't respect free. You want to work with women who have been abused? Go for it. Go for it, baby. How do you feel about drop shipping business? I think that they are amazing. If you have a product that people desire, it's amazing. I've been following you since Facebook on your car. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm here for it all. I already got my notifications. Yeah, baby, have some skin in the game. You used to be a people person, but people do the most. I just be in my own lane. I think I need friends, but I don't know. You do need friends. You just need respectable ones. You hear them scrubs are too expensive. Well, baby, you need if you have scrubs and you hear that they're too expensive, you have to give people a reason why they need yours. What do yours do or are capable of doing better than the other ones? They may get a cheaper one, right? And you can ask them, okay, well, if you feel like these are expensive, how many times have you had to buy scrubs, right? And they may say that they buy them they have to buy theirs every 90 days because of the material, because after they wash them, they wear, they get thin, or whatever the case may be, then you will have something that you can bounce off of because, you know, these here will literally last you for a year. So instead of you buying them 3 or 4 times a year at whatever price you're paying for them, you will actually be paying less for mine with better quality. The flip side to that is you need to do your market analysis for what you guys have, because it may be out of the range for that area that you're in. And you don't have to say, okay, well, I'm going to bring mine down. No, that's whenever you tell them in order to get 10% off to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So there's different ways around it. What is the yellow star? It's a way that people can support me. And I thank everybody who shared one tonight. You're welcome, British. Hey, I'm here for you. What are the two CBD oils we carry? We carry the Harmony Drops and the Melody Drops. The Harmony Drops only have a couple hundred milligrams of CBD. I think it's 150 milligrams, but the Melody Drops have 2,000 milligrams of CBD. The Harmony Drops you take as needed. The Melody Drops you can take one time and it lasts you all day. All right, good people. What is the challenge about? Oh, baby, it's going to be some goodness. I'll share it with y'all later on because then I'll open it up and I'll be talking for 10 more minutes. I'm finna go. Kitty, can you make smaller packets other than the $59.95? I can't always get that one and I need my lemon bag. Yep, I sure can. I actually have some. I usually do that. No. I didn't lose my husband. Somebody else lost their husband. She said she lost her husband on Thanksgiving. And I told her that I knew that had to be hard and I couldn't imagine it. I need CBD for back pain. You need the CBD cream. It's called Alleviate. Click the link down at the bottom. Baby, there's so many benefits for CBD. It's an anti-inflammatory. So whether you need something for anxiety, whether you need something for insomnia, whether you need something for mild pain, baby, some people even take it for seizures. I'm going to go, y'all. All hearts and minds clear. Type clear in the comment bar. If you a little blurry, just hold it till tomorrow. Now may the Lord watch between me and thee, while we're absent, one from another, here now and forevermore. We all say it. Amen, amen, and amen. Y'all listen to me. Check it out. Go get you a ticket to the Very Funny Christmas Comedy Show, which goes down on Saturday. I'm super excited about it. We're going to be in Columbia, South Carolina. If you're close enough to come copy your seat, it will be social distance, have to wear your mask, all of that jazz, right? But if you cannot, please get you a virtual seat. We would love to have you, okay? Click the link in the bio if you're on Instagram. Click the link down below this pin if you're on Facebook. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for coming by the house, y'all at the house. I appreciate you guys so much. Remember, you are somebody, so am I. The Lord loves you and so do I. I hope and pray that you guys have sweet sleep on the night, and especially our sister over here that lost her husband on Thanksgiving. We are really, really, really praying for you, praying for peace, praying for strength to be able to get through, and that we just praying for you because I can't even imagine. Just know that we love you. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Till next time, I'm out.